Hey everybody, Motorpoet59 here. I want to talk a little bit about the government, the cancel culture, and all these other progressive movements that are turning American men into a bunch of pussies. It is embarrassing. It is disgusting. When you watch the video of the Asian woman who was beaten in New York by a guy who's out of prison for killing his own mother, and watching those three guys in that store just stand there and watch it. If I'd have been in that store, that was a big dude. I'd have grabbed something in that store and I'd have went out and hit him over the head with it until he couldn't get back up and pose a physical threat to me. Had I been armed, I'd have shot him. No one would have missed him. No one. Well, BLM would have missed him. They wouldn't know anything about him. They wouldn't care about him. They would just use him for another mouthpiece of theirs. But nevertheless, men in America are being turned into pussies. It's been happening for a while now. I did a video about a year ago called What's Happened to All the American Men or something like that. Go back and check that out if you want. But those three guys that stood there and watched, can you blame them? Can you blame them? I mean, had they gone out and done something, they'd have probably been sued, ostracized, jailed, convicted of some idiot crime, possibly lost everything they had because Americans are turning their men into a bunch of pussies. I know that my wife, the women in my life, my daughters, my nieces, my sister, anyone, my mom's passed away, but my stepmom, anybody, any of the women in my life appreciate the fact that they know that if I'm with them and somebody starts giving them any grief, they're going to have to deal with me. And if I don't think I can whoop them with my bare hands, I will. I'm not above picking up a 2x4 or a baseball bat and caving in somebody's head, if that's what I have to do to protect the women in my life. And even if I saw some woman just being beat up on the street, I would intervene. And hey, if it turned out that it was her boyfriend or her husband doing it, I probably would just let it go because she's going to get up and jump on your back if you try to beat him up. I've been there before. I've seen all that happen. But as far as people just attacking people, men attacking women for no reason or children, not while I'm standing around. And if I have to go to jail for it, I have to go to jail for it. But you know what? I'm not going to stand there and watch some thug like that guy just beat on some poor defenseless woman who he's attacked for no reason. They say it's because she is Asian. I don't know. People like that don't need a reason to act like that. They're thugs. That's the way their whole life's centered around violence and criminal activity, and their brains are wired wrong. He probably, who knows if he even realized that woman was Asian. He's just beating her up because he's big and he's tough, but he's a pussy up here. He's a pussy up here and he's a pussy in here because he isn't going to go attack some big guy like that, some guy his size. He'll never, ever do that. That won't happen. If he attacks another man, it'll be a young kid that's easily intimidated or a little scrawny guy. But even a guy my size, I'm not big. I'm 6'1", 190 pounds. I'm not big, but it's unlikely he would even mess with somebody like me because he might get his ass kicked. And he ain't. That's not something he's willing to do. That's how all bullies are. Every bully I've ever met's been a pussy, afraid to confront anybody if he didn't absolutely sure that he could whip them. But our men are being... You talk about people being marginalized. Men are being marginalized now, and the society's allowing it to happen. And when these women, these feminists, are starting to get their faces kicked in by guys and nobody wants to help them, I don't want to hear any shit from them. I don't want to hear about it. Don't come crying to me about how men are being bullies. You are responsible for this. All you cancel culture people, all you feminazis, all you Hollywood celebrities, and everybody who's claiming that toxic masculinity. Give me a break. You disgust me. You absolutely disgust me because you're the first one that'll be crying for somebody to help you when you're getting your teeth kicked in by some punk on the street like that guy was. And while there are three men who you've helped to marginalize, who you've helped to create this pussy mentality in them, standing there watching you get the shit kicked out of you while you beg for help and nobody comes to help you. Maybe some big tough girl will come and help you, but probably not. I don't know. What do you think about all that? Let me know in the comments below. Shoot me an email at motorpoet59@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content. We'll see you all later.